Discover Canada Study Questions. For more practice, go to CanadianCitizenshipTestKit.com.
Are federal elections always held at the same time? A. Yes. The schedule cannot be changed except in time of war. B. Yes. The schedule cannot be changed. C. No. The government can call an early election if the Governor General approves. D. No. The government can call an early election if it wishes. The correct answer is D. No. The government can call an early election if it wishes.
Which invention is Alexander Graham Bell credited with? A. The electric light bulb. B. Developing insulin. C. The telephone. D. The television. The correct answer is C. The telephone. Voting in elections is an example of what? A. A way to show you are interested in politics. B. A duty that the man of the family must do. C. A responsibility of citizenship. D. A law that all Canadians must follow. The correct answer is C. A responsibility of citizenship. What do we call a group of people who have similar political ideas and who decide to work together to try to form the government? A. Pollsters. B. Activists. C. Political party. D. Protesters. The correct answer is C. Political party.
What are the most important rights in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms? A. Helping others in the community, learning an official language, equality of all people, and being part of a faith community. B. Habeas corpus, Magna Carta, freedom rights, and official languages. C. Obeying the law, serving on a jury, following the orders of the police, and freedom of the press. D. Mobility rights, Aboriginal people's rights, official language rights, and multiculturalism. The correct answer is D. Mobility rights, Aboriginal people's rights, official language rights, and multiculturalism.
What four principles is the Canadian legal system based on? A. The rule of law, freedom under the law, democratic principles, and due process. B. The rule of freedom, democracy under the law, legal principles, and due process. C. The rule of law, freedom from the law, quasi-democratic principles, and due process. D. The rule of law, habeas corpus, democratic principles, and Magna Carta. The correct answer is A. The rule of law, freedom under the law, democratic principles, and due process. How is the Canadian-USA border sometimes described? A. The world's longest undefended border. B. The world's easiest border to cross. C. The most traded border in the world. D. The border with the longest wait times in the world. The correct answer is A. The world's longest undefended border.
Where does the red, white, red color pattern on the Canadian flag come from? A. The Royal Military College. B. The Canadian Armed Forces. C. An old British flag. D. A combination of old British and French flags. The correct answer is A. The Royal Military College. How has the number of women in the professional workforce changed over the past 50 years? A. The number has increased. B. The number has remained almost exactly the same. C. The number has decreased. D. The number increased a lot, but since that time has fallen back to where it was. The correct answer is A. The number has increased. Where is Western Canada's largest Francophone community? A. Campbell River, British Columbia. B. St. Albert, Alberta. C. Gravelbourg, Saskatchewan. D. St. Boniface, Manitoba. The correct answer is D. St. Boniface, Manitoba.
When was the Peace Tower at the front of the Parliament buildings completed? A. 1922. B. 1927. C. 1930. D. 1934. The correct answer is B. 1927. Which of these is a major reason why the USA invaded Canada in 1812? A. The Americans were disorganized militarily. B. The Americans were angry at the British for interfering with their shipping. C. The Americans thought they could conquer Canada easily. D. The Americans were mad at the British for burning the White House. The correct answer is B. The Americans were angry at the British for interfering with their shipping. Why is Canada often referred to as a land of immigrants? A. Over the past 20 years, the number of immigrants has grown every year. B. Over the past 50 years, Canada's immigration policies have become much more open. C. Over the past 200 years, millions of newcomers have helped to build and defend our country. D. Over the past 100 years, the number of immigrants has gone up significantly. The correct answer is C. Over the past 200 years, millions of newcomers have helped to build and defend our country.
What is an additional duty of our sovereign today? A. To act as head of the cabinet. B. To act as head of NATO. C. To act as head of the Commonwealth. D. To act as head of the United Nations. The correct answer is C. To act as head of the Commonwealth. What is NAFTA? A. North American Free Tariff Arbitration, the body that tries to free North American companies from tariffs. B. North American Financial Trading Arguments, the court that settles trade disputes in North America. C. North American Free Trade Agreement, a trade agreement between Canada, the USA, and Mexico. D. North American Financial Toll Agreement, the document that sets the taxes and tariffs for trade in North America. The correct answer is C. North American Free Trade Agreement, a trade agreement between Canada, the USA, and Mexico. In 2020, NAFTA was replaced by the Canada-US-Mexico Agreement. What is June 6, 1944 known as? A. Liberation Day. B. The Black Day for the German Army. C. D-Day. D. Attack Day. The correct answer is C. D-Day. In Canada, who is not required to always follow the law? A. Police officers. B. Judges. C. Politicians. D. Everyone is required to follow the law. The correct answer is D. Everyone is required to follow the law.
What is the role of the Governor-General? A. To represent the Canadian people. B. To represent the sovereign's point of view in politics. C. To represent the sovereign at the provincial level. D. To represent the sovereign at the federal level. The correct answer is D. To represent the sovereign at the federal level.
Where do most Inuit live? A. In small, scattered communities across the Arctic. B. It is impossible to generalize about so many people. C. In large urban centers. D. On reservations across the country. The correct answer is A. In small, scattered communities across the Arctic.
Which province was once known as the Wheat Province? A. Manitoba. B. Ontario. C. Alberta. D. Saskatchewan. The correct answer is D. Saskatchewan. Discover Canada Study Questions. For more practice, go to CanadianCitizenshipTestKit.com.